What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Team Solemn Circus deck profile. Today we're going over Swordsoul. This deck's been on and off the channel for a very long time, but this deck, it does need a little bit of an update. We are not in a droll format, therefore this deck can actually strive a little bit more. Just be careful because Nibiru is also in the format as well, so you have to be very careful of that. What's really cool about this deck is this deck does not care about Shifter or Droll either. So, obviously you have 2 of the 3 cards that you just don't care about, which means you can play this deck. You'll most likely see this deck like casually at a logos and stuff like that, which is why I wanted to feature it off. It's very standard. If you're wondering why the lighting is a little bit different, we did move, so I'll be preparing more videos like that, and we're going to be going through a little bit better lighting throughout the videos, so just stay tuned for something like that. But before we dive into, if you like, comment, subscribe, help the channel a lot. We are on the road to 10K. Very excited about that. But we're going to be starting off with a 3 Moye. So you guys all know what this one does. Search for your stuff, as well as lets you get your draws. You reveal one from the hand. Give your honorary Swordsoul. We are playing the 2 Taya. I definitely think this is correct. We are on the desires, so this is why we're playing 2 of it. We're still on the triple Long Young. I think this is absolutely very standard. Definitely do not need to change anything here. You could replace the second Taya with another card, but I just think it's very, very, very nice, as well as in the grind games when you're able to shuffle back cards. Definitely does not hurt. This is not the Super Heavy Samurai version. If you guys want to be seeing that, let me know in the comment section down below. I'll definitely be doing an updated version of that. We have someone at Locals who plays it consistently, so definitely ask him about that. Shout out to Jacob. We are playing the triple Ashuna, the triple Vishuddha, and then the double Adhara, as well as the 1 copy of Shatana. So we are still on the 9 tennies. There's a lot of destruction going around in this format, so having the Shatana in your deck or in your hand is really good when you're able to pop a card, then be able to destroy stuff. It definitely comes up a lot more. And then, of course, Vishuddha is, being able to bounce your cards. It's really good against the Fire King deck because you're actually able to trigger those cards without actually triggering them. So bouncing it back to the hand or to the extra deck definitely does not trigger any of the cards, so you can't get that Runic summon, but it's really nice. Then for the hand traps, we are on the 3 Nib, and then the triple Veiler, and the triple copies of Imperm. So we're not on Ash Blossom. Ash Blossom's not great right now in the main deck, because if you are playing as a fire deck, they're able to take it, able to link up and stuff like that, which is really important. So we want to be able to play those cards, like these big impact cards like Nibiru. Now the reason why I'm playing Nibiru over the copy of Droll is because Droll, a lot of times when you're playing against Snake Eye or Fire King, they can kind of play through Droll, but if you nib them at the right time, they can't really play through that, and pair it off with any other hand trap, they're just absolutely winning. We are playing Droll in the side deck, which is you have to play either or of them, but I really like the Nib, especially when you're going second. You're able to make your board. And Nib can be quite good being able to punch over. It does come up with inflicting with the copy of these. But if you're going first, you're able to set up a board. Nibiru is really the best. They can't really beat your board and then also nib you, which is or then also beat Nib, which is really nice. So we're still on those 9 hand traps, which is pretty standard for a deck like this. Then we are on the consistency pieces. We are on the triple emergency, searching for your stuff. We all know how this goes. RIP Protos. And then we are on the 2 Heavenly Circle, as well as the double Desires. So this card's actually at 3, but we're choosing to only play 2 of it because we don't want to ever double draw it. So a lot of the times you want to be able to banish and just get rid of it. You don't need to see it all the time as well, and you don't want to make this deck lose a draw more than it can already. If you have emergency, you also if you activate emergency, and you get Droll on it, it does hurt a little bit, especially when you add a Moye. You're not going to get your draw or your search off the Chijao. You can banish with Chijao, which is really cool if you're having some stuff like that. But unfortunately, you're just not able to get all of that. So you want to drop down the potentially of Drolls. Therefore, we're only playing 2 Desires so we can see it less. Then we are on the double Talents, the 1 Call with the Grave, as well as the 1 Blackout. So the reason why we're playing this, because it's a very hand trap heavy format. Being able to rip their hand when you get hit with a low impact, if they ash you or they hit a Veiler, you're actually able to Talents rip their hand, and it just feels really good. A lot of times you're able to play do some stuff like that. And then of course having Blackout's absolutely crazy. Just be careful that when you're destroying cards, you're not going to be able to trigger a Runic, stuff like that. Now moving on to the extra deck, very, very standard. We're playing the 2 copies of Chijao, nothing much you can change. We're playing the 2 copies of Baxia, shuffle back cards. This card's very underrated for everyone who doesn't know that. Draco Berserker, and then we are playing for our 10s, the Sinister, the Cheng Ying, and then the Baron de Fleur. Very, very standard. I think that maybe this can bump up to 3 if you really wanted to. All the time you're going to be making this over this when you're able to go into going second board or breaking those boards. Shuffling back your opponent's cards definitely is very important in this format. Then we're on the Yazi and the Chow Fang. This helps you lock. If you're able to get, with the Super Heavy Samurai build, you're actually able to get the Fire version of this. And if you have that versus Fire King, it's really good. Obviously, this is really good against the branded and like Labyrinth decks. You know, going to be able to go for your darks and stuff like that. And then we are playing your Psychic Again Punisher. This is your optimal card that you can play. You can change it for something else like Typhon as well. SP if you really wanted to, but I found this come up a lot more. Then we're playing the Triple Monk as well as the Shaman. You could 100% cut down one Monk and then put like SP plus Typhon in if you wanted to. But I really like the versatility of having the 3 Monk, and then I'm never really like chasing after it, which is just really nice. And then of course Shaman for your big business plays. Now moving on to the side deck, you know, this is a very standardized deck list. Not much has really changed. We are still playing the triple copies of Droll and Lockbird. If you're not maining it, you're siding it this format. We're playing the triple copies of Ash Blossom. This is still a really good card. You know, going against Labyrinth as well as going against decks like that are low impact, that aren't fire decks, like Unchained, Branded, to name a few. You know, definitely really good cards, as well as like a lot of cards to search. You definitely do not want to not have Ash in your hand. Like sometimes just the cards aren't really good against, like for example, like Nibiru is not very good, so you want to be able to swap it out and put Ash Blossom in for those like just random rogue matchups. The best side deck card this format, Double Cyclone, as well as the 1 Feather Duster. You could absolutely play Triple Cyclone. I just really love that Harvey's Feather Duster plus a Double Cyclones. A lot of our locals plays like some of those Floodgates Disgusting cards, as well as like Kashtira, and actually if you want to hit like a Birth, just feels really nice, and have like a trap setup as well. So I just really like the Duster for the versatility of it. Then we are playing Swordsoul, so we are of course playing the Anti-Spell Fragments. If this card does get hit, just play Strike instead. It's a very good card going first. Really good against the Fire King deck, you know, being able to like strike their normal summon. Striking Ash is really quite good as well. And then of course for going second card, we are playing Evenly Match. This can really be anything that you wanted to, but if you can like evenly match their board and then keep like a Cosmic for like the 1 card that they keep, it can really help you out a lot, which is really important. Regardless, this is the deck profile. I know it's very standardized, but if you guys want to see anything like more complicated, like some of the Super Heavy Samurai stuff with the Yazi builds, and you know, being able to like shuffle back with those copies of Danglong and stuff like that, let me know in the comment section down below, and we'll make sure we get that for you guys on the channel. I do apologize about the glare. You know, we have some more lighting in here. You know, moving is very difficult. Having to like change around the lighting, maybe like, you know, get some ring lights set up. But definitely let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think of the deck as well as the lighting. And I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe. Peace.